The Spaghetti Nightmare. Recovered from a corrupted hard drive found in a skip behind an abandoned educational TV studio in Manchester. The setup. I've collected strange media for years. Lost episodes, beta builds, weird VHS tapes with handwritten labels like Barney Outtakes or Pingu Final Cut. But nothing, and I mean nothing, has unsettled me like the Spaghetti Nightmare. It was buried inside a forgotten flash drive I bought at a flea market for £3. The seller called it a school archive drive, but wouldn't say where it came from. Most of the files were boring: attendance records, lesson plans, a folder called Fractions Are Fun filled with PDFs. But there was one file in a folder marked do_not_open_arch, nb_spaghetti_final_ internal use only, MP4. The name seemed like a joke. Spaghetti? Really? But when I played it, I realized this was no joke. This was Numberblocks at its most corrupted. The opening, no theme music. Just a low, unsettling hum. The title screen faded in, glitchy and dripping with digital static. Numberblocks. The Spaghetti Nightmare. The font was wrong. Hand-drawn, jittering. The background wasn't the cheerful sky. It was a red, pulsing mass of tangled lines. At first, I thought it was yarn. Then I realized it was spaghetti. The episode began in Numberland, or at least a warped version of it. The usual rolling green hills were replaced by a thick, endless forest of upright pasta noodles, stretching into the sky like trees. The clouds were blobs of marinara. The sun was gone. Numberblock 3 appeared. She looked confused. Her normally bright, childlike demeanor was replaced by something dull. Her eyes twitched in opposite directions. "Where's the sauce?" she whispered. She stepped forward and immediately slipped on a single strand of spaghetti lying on the ground. She didn't bounce back up. She just lay there, breathing slowly. Then, from behind a distant mountain of meatballs, one emerged, crawling. The descent. One's body was cracked, his edges bent slightly inward, like he was softening. "Something's wrong," he whispered. "I can't find my square. It's all noodles now." 3 sat up. "I had a dream. I was boiling." Suddenly 4 appeared, running in circles, spaghetti trailing from his mouth like a puppet string. "I'm not a square. I'm not a square. I'm a bowl of numbers." The camera zoomed in too fast on his face. His eyes had meatballs instead of pupils. The screen shook violently. A low, garbled voice whispered under the audio. "The pasta remembers the count. The spaghetti god." Then the sky cracked open like a soft egg. Descending from above was a massive, rotating fork impaling a tangled knot of spaghetti, sauce, dripping like blood. At its base, a number block made of pasta. No clear number, no shape, just noodles pulsing, twitching, reshaping endlessly. It spoke with multiple voices, overlapping, layered. "I am the one WHO cannot be counted. I am the sauce between the numbers. I remember the meals you forgot." 5 appeared next, melting like parmesan in the sun. "I can't subtract the flavor," she gurgled. "It's in me now. It's in all of us." Suddenly she exploded into spaghetti. Not cartoon spaghetti, real high-resolution spaghetti. It landed on the camera lens, dripping slowly. The audio glitched and reversed. The unnumbering. The rest of the number blocks tried to run. 10 stacked himself, trying to gain height and escape. But the higher he climbed, the more he elongated, like a strand of linguine. His blocks began to stretch unnaturally. He screamed, "I'm becoming a ratio!" Then he snapped in half. No blood, just sauce. Each block landed with a sickening squish. The camera panned back to the spaghetti god, now chanting, "Count, boil, drain, forget." Final sequence. The screen began to flicker rapidly, cycling through corrupted images. Numberblock 8, crying in a bathtub filled with garlic bread. A family watching the episode, their faces replaced with spaghetti strands. A single fork, slowly spinning in mid-air, whispering the Fibonacci sequence out of order. A message flashing in the lower left corner. You are what you count. And you've counted past the meal. The final scene showed Zero, alone, sitting on a plate. She whispered to herself, I used to be empty, but now I'm full. Full of sauce. She looked up at the camera, smiling sadly. Then, everything went black. The aftermath. The video didn't end properly. My player froze. When I forced it to close, I noticed my computer clock had reset to 0. The file was gone. Replaced with a text file named itwhirl.forever. Inside was just a single phrase, repeated thousands of times. Spaghetti doesn't forget. Spaghetti doesn't forgive.